Had a really enjoyable chat with Simon Deane of Deane Motors last week. The episode is releasing tomorrow on Spotify and YouTube. Here's what you can expect.
Right?
Yeah.
But like, for instance, if a rear shock, one rear shock is €15,000.
Jesus Christ.
See? Like your bum just goes, ooh! No. And I don't.
Yeah.
So like I fixed that car up, sold it.
Did you make money on it?
I did. I made $4,500. And it was like, imagine making
On the first one?
On the first one. Imagine making $4,500. You're just like, oh, this is the best game ever. Oh, yeah. So I noticed, but there was a really good niche. So I've had customers who've bought modern Ferraris and hybrids and they spent 6-8 months in the workshop after they bought them. And they ended up having
newer ones,
they ended up having to give the cars back. The thing I find, like when you're looking at, see what you're talking about the road tax there. So like an E92 M3 is the biggest. So like when you go to '08, if you've one that has 1,800 road tax.
Oh, they changed in 08.
Or you've one that's 2,400 quid road tax, right? You'll get an extra £4,000 for the car that's the 1,800 quid road tax. Which is funny because I hope he listens to this. And he says, you know, I always say, Simon Deane, people say he's a robbing bastard, but I've never lost any money on any of the cars I ever bought off him. So he would go and he'd sell them after I'd sold them to him and he made money. So I obviously wasn't that bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like you check this, but I remember like one came in, we did a bore scoping and I told the customer, by the way, your engine's on the way out. I can't sell that car for you. And I remember seeing it up on Dundee like the following day for 55 grand and it sold. I was like, oh my God, someone's going to buy that and the engine's goosed.